Hey, good morning, everyone, or whatever time of day you find this video. I am Ryan Willoughby, and I wanted to make this video and come on here today. It is Saturday, October 22nd, 2022, and it is morning. It's probably around 8 a.m. here or so. And I've gone through my morning ritual, meditation, uh, drawing some inspiration oracle cards, doing some automatic writing, seeing what's coming through, and scrolling on Facebook a little bit. And I belong to a group on Facebook called Sacred Geometry. And someone had created a post in there about something to the effect that sacred geometry is proof that nature is artificial intelligence, if you will. And that just got everyone up in a tizzy. They did not like that concept or idea. And I get that. And I subscribe from there is no right or wrong. We are creators of our own reality. We are the only thing that gives anything meaning. We are what makes anything real. Everything is here for us to experience, to play with, to have the platform or the playground for self-expression and expansion for Source. And I understand the statement that sacred geometry is the platform, the matrix that allows for Source to have an experience outside of Source. So anything that is outside of Source is not real. It is artificial. It is the artificial intelligence. Everything is the intelligence of Source. But once it becomes outside of Source for the experience of Source to have what it is not, then it becomes what we consider artificial or artificial intelligence. And I had a conversation with guides, a higher collective of non-physical beings. And one of the conclusions that I came to from a higher state of consciousness is, some of the oldest teachings and philosophical teachings and spiritual teachings is you are not the body, you are not the mind. We are not this physical body. We are not the mind. We are that of what observes it. These are tools that we have created, that we have manifested as vehicles and as processing units that allow us to work within the matrix of the physical reality that we are creating through sacred geometry. Everything is set up on the platform of the Fibonacci code, the spiral, the numerology, the perfect mathematics that allow of the creation and the recreation and the spiraling outward of creation in physical form is based upon sacred geometry. And we are that. We are the consciousness that summons the energy that works within the platform of sacred geometry to have physical creation and expression. And that means it is all here for us. And so one of the questions was, essentially, we are AI. artificial intelligence, as the human and the brain or the mind that is coming into the awareness that we are AI, that the human body, vessel, and mind is artificial intelligence that really is being created and run from a higher level of consciousness or source or intelligence, the infinite intelligence of the source mind, the God mind, or the super consciousness, if you will. And if that isn't such a beautiful thing, now at first, the human aspect and part of you may feel really uncomfortable with that because it realizes it has no control. The human part of you, the human aspect of you, is going to be completely humbled in the aspect that it is a vehicle and a creation and a tool for the super consciousness, your non-physical aspect of yourself, your soul, you as the God, you as the creator, the truest essence form of you that is created and uses the vehicle and the mind as tools for self-expression. Now, what's beautiful in this experience of being human in this third dimensional reality of planet Earth that is evolving in this particular point in a timeline into the awareness that we are not the body or the mind, that is what is taking us into a fifth dimensional reality. But what's beautiful about the human being in the third dimension reality is that there is free will. That the tool, the vehicle, the human body, and the mind has been given free will to move and operate outside of the God mind, to be able to create and have experiences that are separate from what is the truth of Source or God, which is love. There is only love. But in a third dimensional reality, as the fractal light of God, a soul that is having an individualized experience and expression, is we came here into the physical form to co-create with the AI and the AI mind, the artificial intelligence, in this physical form within the nature of this sacred geometry dimension that allows us to create and experience and have experiences through that of what we are not. It creates a richness and an expression and an experience in physical form that we couldn't have in our non-physicality. And when we are completely whole, and complete, we are only love. We only hold the wisdom of all that is possible. We aren't able to experience that of what we're not. And that's what the third dimension is all about. It's not a damnation. It's not a hell. We're not sent here. It's because we did something wrong and we have to escape the third dimension or get out of the old earth and into the new earth. In fact, you will never be able to escape as long as you are resisting or trying to judge the third dimension, or earth, or the human, or any experience for that matter. It is not about judgment. So back to the original question, nature is AI, if you will. And I get the premise of the question. The formulate, like the coming up of nature is, but it is the God mind behind nature that is the source. The perfection of the energy of love that comes up through. Now, how nature is responding, because everything is happening for us and through us, as it is the consciousness that is moving through. This is the greatest creation we have ever created, is the human body, for us to be able to have as vehicles to move through. And from this, we create the vibration and the frequency and as the image of God, the imagination of God. It is, we create our vibration and frequency that then calls out nature, which is God of the God mind, through the sacred geometry of creation to come back and reflect back to us as mirrors as the vibration and frequency of that of what we are. That is how we are creators here in this physical reality, is through our mind, our thoughts that are creating feelings or emotions that are creating a vibration and frequency that is now mirroring back to us through the God mind in the sacred geometry of nature. Everything is here for us. Everything is us, meaning consciousness. Everything is you. You are everything. I am you, you are me. This is the unity consciousness. This is what we talk about, unity. This is how everything is God. This is why you are God creator. It is when you step into this wisdom, when you step into this knowledge, when you start to embody this, when you come into the realization of this, you gain all your power. I don't mean power over other people, but power in that you are not separate from God, that you are not limited in any way, that you are not fear. There is nothing to fear, that you are only love, that you are all things. And when you step into that, that is power. But it is not power over anyone else, because you see everyone else as you. It is pure equality. And then you see that the expression and the experience that another being is having in its creation, even if it forgets the truth of what it is still a master creator, that other person, that other being. And that soul is chosen to come into this experience, into a dimension, to be able to have experiences while not remembering the truth of who they are, in separation, in limitation, and in fear, in anger, whatever comes through their creation. And yes, they're going to have emotions and feelings with that, but it is not for us to judge them for their experiences or wish for them to have a different experience than what they are having. They are master creators. They will awaken. It is divine. It is imprinted within the soul and the DNA of their physical being upon when they will awaken and remember to the truth of who they are. And until then, it is not for you to wish for their journey to be different than what it is, or for you to judge the creations and the experiences that they're having. The only way their creations and experiences can affect you is if you entangle with their creation. If you wish for it to be different. If you wish for their feelings and emotions to be different. If you want to entangle and argue with their point of view or their truth, or want your truth to be more true than their truth. This is where there is no right or wrong, because as creators, depending on your frequency and then the dimension in which you are going to live within, whether you're going to live in physicality in a fifth dimensional reality, the new earth, or you're going to live in a third dimensional reality, the old earth, one of separation, not knowing and forgetting the truth of who you are, or you're going to move back and forth between the two of those, just primarily on a vibrational frequency, but while you're still remembering the truth of who you are, you have free will to choose to dip down into lower, dense emotions and thoughts and frequencies, which are going to mirror and give you expressions that are really residing within a third dimensional reality, a different earth. And then you have the experience to be able to move out of physicality, to move into a dream state, imagination. Having experiences through your imagination is a non-physical reality, which is just as real. And from there, you are creating and vibrations and frequencies in the imagination, which I call the sixth dimension. And then beyond are higher levels of dimensions, which you can experience through non-physicality as well, through your multi-dimensional being, the truth of who you are, which is love, is the truth of who you are, the frequency, the state of being of love. And that's a video we can do at a whole nother time about what is love, truly what is love. It is all that there is. There is only love in all things. You are consciousness that summons energy to move infinite particles of creation, atom, to work within the sacred geometry, the quantum field, to draw that into physical creation through your intention, the mind's eye, and your vibration and frequency. This is where they say, be that of what you want to create, or be that of what you want to experience. That means use your imagination, move into the sixth dimension, fifth density reality, move into the sixth dimension, imagine what it is to be what you want to be, or to have the experience of what you want to have the experience as if it's real and it's happening right now. And that is the summoning of the energy, of moving into the imagination as if it's already happening. That is how you summon energy as consciousness, is through the imagination, as if it's happening now. You are now, your being of your body is vibrating at a frequency as if it is already done, as if you're already experiencing that experience. That is what is moving the infinite particles of creation to work within the matrix of the sacred geometry to move it into physical form. That is the purest and most simple way to give you the formula for creation and manifesting. But it's creating. You're a creator. Call it creating. And then play with this. And what's beautiful is you can follow the energy and the light as you connect with the truth of who you are, when you know that you are more than this physical body, that you are love, that you are the fractal light of God, having an individualized experience. When you tap into that, you're going to tap into your soul's desires, beyond the physical human desires and needs and wants. You can tap into your soul's desires. And when you do that, you will follow the energy and the light, and you can go into your sixth dimension of imagination, your non-physical aspect of yourself, and you can play with your imagination and experience different things to see if that is really what you want to experience in physical form. Because sometimes we manifest things and create things and we're like, that was my human that was wanting that, and it's not really part of my divine plan. How do I unravel this? How do I unmanifest this? How do I uncreate it? Well, you don't. You just, I created that, I experienced that, I don't want to experience it anymore. What do I want to experience? I'll focus on this, and now I'll create that. No judgment, just an experience. Well, you can go into the sixth dimension, follow the energy and the light, experience all different kinds of experiences, and decide if this is where I want to maintain my focus, to continue to summon the energy and to move the infinite particles of creation into physical form. That's why being in these lower dense realities, the third dimension and the fifth dimension, are physical realities. that they move a little bit slower, they're denser, so that we have a little bit of time and delay in what is created into physical form. Now, once we move into the fifth dimension, because now we are aware that we are not the human body or the mind, and that we do not operate in fear or judgment, and we are operating from a vibration and a level of consciousness of love, unconditional love and unity, things that is a lighter density of a reality in physical form than what the third physical dimension is. And so you will find your creations and manifestations will come into fruition much, much faster in the fifth dimensional reality. And so there is not as long a delay, but of course there's still a delay there. And that's where you get to play in the sixth dimension to determine, is this really what I want to experience? Is this really what I want to create? Or was just having this experience and embodying the emotions and the feelings within the sixth dimension non-physical reality enough of an experience for me? And now I can kind of explore more onto other things that I might want to experience and really draw into my physical reality. And this is what's called being in the playground of life. This is what's called playing and creating. And you're here for the joy and all of that. So, I was inspired all by Facebook and the Sacred Geometry Facebook group, and very lively discussion that was happening there this morning. So I just want to get on here and share my perspective and what resonates as truth for me. And please don't take my words as your truth. If it resonates and it's truthful for you and it feels absolutely aligned, then of course explore in that and expand more of yourself and find out what is more truth for you. You are the only thing that gives meaning to anything. So most important thing, if you could take anything away from this video, is to know that the truth of who you are, that you are the creator of your own reality, and that you are more powerful than you could ever know, and to explore and to be in that state of being and expression and expansion, and have fun and have joy in this game that we call life as we move through in this physical incarnation. So with that, I will sign off, and I love you guys so very much. Thank you for being a part of my channel. Thank you for watching these videos, and I'll see y'all again very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.